RuneScape wouldn't be the same without minigames. Some are nostalgic classics, some are considered chores, and some are simply forgotten. And hidden within Kourend is one of those forgotten minigames. What's the catch? This minigame is the only minigame you have to find to do. It can appear in any one of 35 locations in Kourend, lasting just a few minutes, meaning most players could max their entire account without having ever seen it once. To make it worse, I only have access to a single location. Why? Well, this is Chunk Ahoy, my Onechunk Ironman. RuneScape's map is divided into thousands of chunks, and I'm locked to a single chunk, aiming to unlock the map, one chunk at a time, starting from Port Sarim. And now I've rolled the Land's End chunk. Let's see what we've gotten ourselves into. In order to finish this chunk and unlock the next chunk, I need to complete a bunch of tasks. We're starting off big with the main challenge of this chunk, fishing. I'll need 76 fishing to fish up a raw shark, and therefore 80 cooking to cook said shark. And as an aspiring fisherman, I need to obtain a big swordfish at a 1 in 2,500 drop rate, and a big shark at a 1 in 5,000 drop rate, all so I can mount them in my future home. Thankfully, we do a few quick tasks. Obtain and equip a Tyrus helm for 1,375 GP at the charter shop, pick up an all organically naturally grown floor crossbow, and I already have obtained and equipped bronze bolts for men and women. Lastly, our mandatory first chunk task, take a boat over to Land's End. Let's go exploring. So we're gonna go talk to Veos and he will take us to Land's End. So just, yeah, it's a quick journey, not bad. This was not the place we were looking for. Okay, so I think it looks like we have to go to Port Sarim first in order to be able to go to Land's End. Which is kind of annoying, so sorry for the nano exception, everyone. My bad. Okay, Land's End time. And that's the right one. Chunk task complete. I think that was a pretty hard one. So now that we've unlocked our chunk, let's go take a look at what we have. Actually, first I want to go look at the charter shop. So there's the Tyrus helm. It's going to cost a little bit. And we have some other interesting stuff. So those are the reasons we'd have the crafting grind, but we need a furnace for that. So we're off the hook for now. All right, let's keep going. So this is what okay, actually wait, forgot about this. So let's go talk to the charter. And here we can see that there's a bunch of different charters, which is pretty cool. So these are all going to be potential rolls. Hold up, so I made a mistake here. I only caught this after my next chunk roll, but 3 Varlamore chunks should have been rollable by charter due to me completing Children of the Sun. My mistake was that I didn't fly the Quetzal to Varlamore for a millisecond and back, so the charter option didn't appear. Anyway, onto my favorite thing in this chunk, a bank. So now I'm no longer going to have to be a UIM. I actually get to access a bank and see all the stuff I've been putting in over the last 50 hours. Let's go take a look. So this is all the stuff we have, 351k, but it is horribly disorganized. So I'm going to do you all a favor and let's clean it up real quick. And this is what our bank looks like. We've got a few different tabs, so let's go take a look. We have a skilling utilities / miscellaneous skilling stuff tab. Next we've got runes, weapons, ammo. This is just our kind of full combat tab. And this is our consumables tab for food and potions. Now we have our raw resources. And next we have all our random event stuff and fashionscape in the future. We have our herb lore tab. This is going to be used in 4.5 billion years. And our burnt meat / random garbage stuff that may come to use in the future. Alright, it's time to meet one of the first characters, Hugor. And he's drunk. Okay, this is an interesting character. Does he give me anything? He wants horses? What's a horse? This is RuneScape, pal. So who is this drunk weirdo? Look familiar? You guessed it. This is a reference to Tyrion Lannister from Game of Thrones, who goes by Hugor Hill in the 5th book when he's especially drunk. He also asked something very similar to, where do the horses go? Just, it was rated 18+. Something else really cool is that there's another dialogue, where he references how Mod West accidentally deleted Land's End by overwriting the code with Remington. Totally relatable. Okay, let's go explore. Oh, there's stairs. Let's go up there and take a look. And, ooh, okay, chest. I can't reach that. Who put that chest there? Turn it sideways. Whatever mod designed that. Listen, it's probably Mod West. Sorry, Mod West, but fix your chest, please. Okay. Alright, so let's talk to the butcher. What do you want? Okay. I don't have much money, honestly. I pickpocket men for a living. Basement? Okay, bye-bye. I know he may seem like a humble, nice butcher with a clean, cozy home, but actually, this guy is a serial killer. Nobody was surprised? Okay, yeah, me too. Anywho, that guy's weird. I'm gonna move on. What else is there? Oh, flax. Okay, nice. Flax is pretty huge, honestly, because if I get the Falador chunk, the bottom left one, I can actually do bowstrings, which enables a lot of crafting and range. And red berries. So that could be useful for Thurgo's pies. So that's pretty cool. Oh! Random event. Wow, so many things happening. And free uncut emerald, nice. Let's take a look. Just a bunch of clutter, it looks like. And there's a bear there, so the bear is actually interesting. If we get close to Druidic Ritual, we can use that in Taverley. There's our cooking range, so we don't need to go back to Port Sarim to do cooking, which I think is pretty cool. We have a cooking range really close to a bank. Yew trees, so a little annoying, they're on the edge, but in the future that could be useful. And there's some guy who's painting here. All right, let's take a look. I think there's a fishing spot. Yeah, there's fishing spots all the way down there. It's kind of annoying to be in the corner there, especially considering it might drag me over, so I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, but there is fishing spots further out. And whoa, we have Robert Boss. Hello. He just makes happy accidents. I wonder who this reminds me of. I know this may come as a shock to you, but this is actually Bob Ross from Enjoy Painting. A really friendly, positive painter who's known for his good vibes. Moving on from our amazing painter, let's see what else we have. Okay, there's a fishing spot on the top. Wait, it's a lit candle. Okay, that's actually interesting. That means that if we get the Falador chunk, we unlock a mole, which is not great. I'm not looking forward to that one yet. There's the fishing spot, so we have a big net, small net. Okay, so that's pretty convenient. That's close to the bank. And it's nice scenery, just a relaxing vibe. Wait, oh my god, that's the crossbow. Okay, that's so easy. And speaking of that, crossbow, and also we already have the bolts, so it's another task. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go to Port Sarim. We're just gonna do a little bit of thieving. So I'm gonna need about 2,000 gold to be able to get the Tyra's helm and then some fishing supplies. So this will just take like a minute, right?
1 hour later.
As you can see, we've gotten our cash stack, and I've also joined the One Chunk clan. It was kind of a little reward to myself for finishing my full complete chunk. So, hello everyone, nice to be here. Okay, so now we're gonna go and spend our ill-gotten gains. So we're gonna go get a Tyra's helm for a chunk task in a bit. We gotta get the eye patch, right?
Aye, aye, Captain!
Yeah, for sure. And then we're just gonna get a few different tools, I think. I don't know if I'll need them right now, but just for the future, right? Alright, it's time to go get a few supplies. We're gonna need a small fishing net, a harpoon, a fly fishing rod, maybe some feathers, and some bait. Just a few supplies. Alright, now that our shopping is over, let's go finish a task off. Tyra's helm obtained and equipped. Nice. Looking good. Alright, I think it's time to go from level 1 fishing to 76 plus. This may take a while. And first fishing level in the count, level 2. And that's level 5. And level 10. They're actually coming by quicker than I thought. 275 total and level 15 fishing. I can now catch anchovies. That'll increase XP. And level 20 fishing, level 25. Level 30 fishing, let's go. This is my first clue from fishing. I think it's pretty cool you can get clues from some gathering skills. And it's garbage. Okay, so we're gonna get a lot of these, but the rewards can be huge for a chunk account. More on that later, but let's talk about clue juggling. You can only hold one clue of each type at a time, but you can stack as many as you want on the ground by dropping and re-dropping them before their 1 hour timer expires. Once you get a casket, your clue limit resets, so it's best to juggle just enough doable steps to guarantee yourself a casket. And that's what I'll do. Level 35 fishing. That's actually huge. Now I can go and harpoon tuna, which is going to be an insane boost over shrimps and anchovies for experience. And first tuna on the account. Oh, first Freaky Forester event, let's go. Yes, I'll definitely help out. You may not know this, but the Freaky Forester is really bad at math. So, kill any pheasant nearby and hand it over for a quicker event. The tails do not matter. He asked for a 4-tail pheasant, I killed a 1-tail. Let's take a look. And voila, Fashionscape. Okay, buzz off. I didn't take any of your honey, you silly bear. That is so annoying. Alright, that's enough. I'm getting out of aggro level. That pain in my grizzly bear is level 21. So, in order to make sure he stops hitting on me, I need to get 43 combat. I'm gonna go on a mini murder spree to even out my stats. And here's my clue garbage pile. Is this clue real? This doesn't make sense. Why can't I pick it up? What if I try this? Okay, nope. What about this? Berry bones, and then, okay, walk here, and then try to pick it up. So I'm not DC'd. I don't understand what's going on. What if I drop this, pick it up, and then try that? There's another person there, so I'm definitely online. What if I pick up another clue, drop that, go back down, pick that up? Okay, that's not working. I don't understand. I don't know what's going on. Let's world hop. Yeah, okay. Nope. Same, or it's a different world, but it's not letting me pick it up. I don't understand. This is such a weird bug. Okay. I just have to watch my clue despawn. That sucked. Anyone know why that happened? Okay, let's pause for a few seconds to let you guess, or you can pause the video. It turns out, I can't pick up my new clue because there's already one in the same spot on the floor above. The janky code won't actually let me grab it until I move the other one to a new location. Just for RuneScape things. 25 defense and 39 combat, let's go. 30 defense, that is adamant armor, if we can ever get some. Time to see our nice clue garbage, that's a lot. And that is the first doable easy clue step on the account. Let's go. Easy clue steps require 2 to 4 doable steps to obtain a casket. Meaning, with 2 steps, I'd have a 33% chance, 3 steps would give a 66% chance, and 4 steps is 100% guaranteed. So we're gonna wait for that. And that is the final swing, 35 strength and 43 combat. I have 100% bear immunity. He cannot bother me now. But I can bother him. This is revenge. Revenge achieved. Time to go back to fishing. 40 fishing. That's a huge level. I can catch lobsters now. I'm gonna go try that for a little bit. First lobster on the account. 45 fishing. Nice. Oh, first beekeeper. First beekeeper done. And now we have some nice Fashionscape. Also, I'm gonna be going to Lamp Hunter. This extra useful because I have a hunter spot for level 9 hunter training really close by. And that's level 2 hunter. Huge level incoming. This is 50 fishing. And we can now catch swordfish as well as tuna. I'm just fishing, minding my own business, and then these gangsters appear and they're just talking about murder. What is this? I've never seen this before. This got me curious, so I did a bit of research and I discovered that this was a long forgotten minigame that almost nobody played. Originally, it was a way to get Shazian favor back in the dark days of the Karen favor system, but after favor was removed upon the release of Varlamore, this already near empty activity was forgotten. What exactly is it? Well, technically a minigame, it's more of a rare NPC encounter where gang activity occurs every 30 minutes in one of 35 random regions in Karen, lasting only for 5 minutes. So why would anyone do it? Well, the average gangster event gives 31,000 GP for mains, but it is more commonly loved by combat peers for their intel drop that can be turned in for combat XP to avoid gaining HP levels. For Ironman, and especially a chunker like me, this is a great source of construction supplies and an alternative to the fire giants in dropping the classic rune scimitar, as well as some great armor for a nudist like me. There's a huge catch for me though. I only have 1 chunk unlocked that this event spawns in, giving me a 2.85% chance every half hour to catch these gangsters in the act for my dream chunk drops. Better keep an eye out. First swordfish, just 2,499 more to hit drop rate. Oh my god, it's my first Quizmaster random event. I'm so excited to get the mystery box. Let's open this up. An easy clue? Okay, what are the chances it's doable? It's not doable. So I went back to do some more exploring, and I found something interesting. A large selection of books, let's pick one. Living with a Wizard Husband, a Housewife's Story. I'm gonna be right back, guys. I finally spotted the gangsters after not seeing them for so long, and I'm gonna go take them on, gearing up, getting my pizzas ready, best in slot food, and I've heard they're multi-combat, so let's go take, well, let's just double check that their loot is the right thing. Okay, yeah, Rune Scimitar and Black Armor. That's what we want. Okay, let's go take them on. Oh god. Okay, so all of them are gonna attack me at the same time. Let's see if we can, okay. Oh shoot, there's a halberd guy who's attacking me through this one. I'm just gonna tank this for now and see how this goes. Whoa, okay. That was a little too close. And the first kill is Compost. Cadentine, nope. Crime, oh, what? They're gone? So here I run into the second issue. There's a 5-minute despawn timer to kill the gangsters. If I don't kill them, they disappear. Poof. 65 fishing, huge level. If I could do Karambans. Surprisingly, this is my first Evil Bob random, so I'm going to show you a little Evil Bob tech. If you hover right over the fishing spot, you don't actually have to look for it, as when your camera resets on the cinematic, you'll go right back to it. Second Quizmaster, finally another chance at redemption. Alright, what'll it be? Wait, what? You can get that? That was an option? That's a Rune 2H, that's insane. So something you may not know about the mystery box, and I definitely didn't know, is that it has a 1 in 15 chance to hit the rare drop table. My Rune 2H is a 1 in 640 drop on the rare drop table, which means my second mystery box got an insanely rare item, and my new best in slot weapon in general and for flinching. I can't even wield it yet. Okay, I need to get some levels. Time for a little detour. And that is 40 attack. We can now wield rune weaponry, specifically the Rune 2H, and in the future, the Rune Scimitar, I hope. Okay, let's just take a moment to admire this. Rune 2H, that's so cool. We finally have a rune weapon. I didn't believe I'd get this. Looking sick. And a really important level coming in, 69. And 375 total level, nice. And level 70 fishing, let's go. That's the first 70 on this account. That's pretty awesome. And the Chunk clan is super supportive as always. Nice, some more gangsters. It's time to go and test out my Rune 2H, I think. Alright, charging in and running away. Alright, I wonder what our drops are gonna be. Mahogany planks, teak planks, black plate skirt, nice. Okay, that is a huge upgrade for us from going naked pants. That guy's stuck. Oh my god. She's bugging out. She's just not paying attention. What's going on here? You pay attention. You're not paying attention. She's just chilling. Oh my god. Oh my god, she just killed them. Antique planks. Alright, I'm gonna be trying something a little bit different. 10? That's my first double-digit max hit. That's sick. Okay, so what if I just damage all of them and wait till they despawn for a multi-kill? Could I do that? Oh, bad spot. Let's relocate. Nope, I'm dying. Let's move again. Nice, a black helm. That's a best helm slot. Let's get a crossbow out to hit the stuck guy. Got it. No, so close. Oh, I guess this black simi is my new best training weapon on weak mobs if that comes to it. Redemption arc. Let's go take them on. Okay, we got this. Oh, no, we don't got this. Horrible plan. Run. Random strength level coming in, 36. And another black med helm. Oh my god, yes. First doable beginner clue. The juggling begins now. We have a 10% chance at a cask with 1 step. But I'm going to save this till I have 3 doable steps. And level 75. 1 level off of our goal. So I've been keeping my main at the Shazing Command Center logged in, checking every 30 minutes, and now I know there's an event about to spawn here. So I prepared, I'm ready. Alright, it's showtime. Okay, we're just gonna aggro all of them and keep aggro. If they're all in combat with me at the same time, hopefully, or at least most of them, hopefully that'll count. 76, oh my god, oh planks. Look at the hit spot, that was all me. All me. I just logged in and I found a chunker fishing in my fishing spot. Hello. And speaking of great people, I just want to take a moment to thank you all for the support. I never imagined I'd go from 50 to 1,500 subs for my episode 1. If you're enjoying the content, a like and a sub means a lot to show your support, and I'll keep improving in the future. Promise. Oh, first elite clue. I don't think there's any chance I'm ever going to be able to do that. Yep. I'm all decked out in my finest party clothes, and I'm ready to greet my guests, who I heard will be arriving shortly. Okay, second black scimitar, and third black scimitar. Really? Come on. Should I pick that up? Wait, hello? That's a wall. A wall hacks? What am I doing? Playing Call of Duty, honestly? It appears my friends are multiplying. Every time I log in here, there seems to be a new chunker that's over here. I mean, he was here first, but hey, that's really cool. Nice to make some new friends, Chunkstar, and we have Chunk Katie from before. Finally, another shot, let's go. Oh my god, this is getting tight. Hit already. Come on. Not him, not him, not, oh my god, 2 HP. Oh my god, do not risk it for the biscuit. And nothing dropped, that's cool. Yes, yes, that's the drop. Ruined Scimitar in the house, oh my god. I spooned that so hard. Oh my god, that's amazing. I got that in 26 KC and it's a 180 drop. That's awesome. I found another chunker, Core Cove, and I'm fishing with Chunkstar. I found these guys. I still have one piece left I want, a black chainmail, and 37 strength. This is an epic duel going on here. Ruined Scimitar is so good. Holy 1 HP. I almost just got chance for my hardcore status. Oh my god, that was close. Oh. Whoa, okay, I almost just died from wall hacks also. Wow. And nothing. And nothing. Okay, I've been AFK for a bit. Let's see what this is. Dud. Not interested. And what's the easy? Oh my god. Okay, second step. That means we can actually turn it in for a 33% chance. I'm not going to, but that's so awesome. Okay, come on. We just need one more piece. I don't think I'm going to be getting this black chainmail. Oh, who's that? I think that's a pure, actually. So this is the first pure I've seen farming this event, and the reason why is definitely the combat limps. Oh my god, don't die. To avoid getting defense experience or even HP potentially. So, glad to see it's not totally dead. But also, you stole my stuff. Oh my god, I wasn't paying attention and I finally got the big swordfish. It's a 1 in 2,500 fish drop. But it's taken me almost 9,000. I'm almost 4 times dry. But I'm so happy to be done. That's so good. Sorry, I forgot to hit record, but this is the first inventory of sharks, so first shark fished, and gangsters found. Yes, that's the last drop I wanted. We are decked out with full black armor and a ruined simi. From naked with a slow battle axe to ruined simi black armor. Huge upgrades. And there's my third mystery box on the account. Let's go. I wonder what it's going to be. Please be useful. Steel plate body. Okay. I mean, that's pretty interesting. So it looks like steel plate body has better crush defense, but worse range defense, and also negative stats for range and mage attack. So, situational upgrade. That's, you know, still pretty nice. Oh my god, yes. That is the big shark finally fished. I'm done with fishing. That's awesome. So I got this at just over half the rate, like just like 100 KC over half the rate with, it's 1 in 5,000. That's awesome to spoon. I mean, I would love more sharks. Sharks are super AFK, but they're also pretty slow. So, you know, that kind of evens out a little bit, a good little bit for the swordfish going dry. So I am so happy to finish this. Now I'm just gonna get started on my cooking grind. And that's 60 cooking, 65 cooking. I can now cook pineapple pizza, not much point, but also I'm 100% cook rate on tuna, so that's awesome. 69 cooking. What's cooking? Good looking. And 70 cooking. That's great. Admiral Pie is useless though. 75 cooking. It is time for 80 cooking. Let's go. That's amazing. I'm finally done with my chunk. Just need to cook a shark. I have a few sharks. I think we can cook some. First shark cooked. Chunk task complete. We're done. Ignore the burnt ones. But hey, that's some awesome food. I'm so excited to be done. Alright, just for a little peek at what I've done. 10,000 tuna, and then 700 lobsters, 4,300 swordfish. And we still have 5,000 swordfish and almost 3,000 shark cooking. 2,700 sharks, fine, I won't round. We have a little GP, we have our big swordfish, our big shark, and just, wow. And these are our stats. 80 fishing, almost 81, 80 cooking, and we got a little bit of combat stats. We didn't need to, but, you know, for the other stuff. It was nice. I'm so happy to be done this chunk, and it was awesome. Let's do a brief recap. I started off completing a chunk task just by entering my chunk, followed by a brief pickpocketing spree to buy the Tyrus, and grab the crossbow, with having already equipped bronze bolts. From one fishing, I fished up to 50, and then 50 to 79 with swordfish, finally catching the elusive big swordfish, going nearly 4 times dry. But I followed up with 1.5 levels of sharks, and then at barely over half the drop rate, I got the big shark, which was huge. Last but not least, I went from 58 cooking to 80 cooking to cook me some yummy shark. PETA, don't cancel me. Let's look at all my potential roles. So, South Valley Farm. A quick chunk that now would have me do my first range training all the way to 26, and then get some Fashionscape cape. Also, guards can wander into this chunk for my new best pickpocketing moneymaker, which is pretty neat. But this chunk blocks me from the 99 mining skill cape and brings me one chunk closer to the mole boss grind. I want it, but I don't want it. Asgarnia Ice Dungeon. Same as before, a bone zone grind for the curved and long bone off ice giants, as well as 55 magic for High Alch. Would rate a solid nope. Remington. On one hand, it has great range upgrades and a doable quest, with only a small mining / range grind. But on the other, it unlocks a POH, or player owned house, which is one of the locks saving me from a future 99 construction grind. Oh boy. Musa Docks. This used to be 65 cooking for the pineapple pizza, now it's nothing. However, it does mean if I unlock Remington or the Ice Dungeon, I unlock the infamous Thurgo, Destroyer of Worlds, giver of the 99 smithing skill cape. I really do not want that, so solid no. Okay, and Trana, same as before, 1 to 87 crafting, blowing non-stop all day, all night, baby. Blowing glass, of course, to get money for charity. Get your minds out of the gutter, people, this is a church. Catherby, nice city, only 85 cooking, so 5 levels is not the end of the world. But, you know what it is though? It's literally between the fire making and fletching skill capes. So as soon as I get an axe or tinderbox, it would be game on once I got any of those chunks. I'd prefer to stay away. Brimhaven, just like Musa Point, this used to be 65 cooking, it's now a big nothing. But it is close to 2 death chunks being 99 agility, and then the fight caves. Jad, go away, please don't come back another day. Port Khazard, this chunk would have been a full death chunk of horrible proportions to that Land's End. Especially considering chunk legend Josh Isn't Gaming managed to loophole his way to insane XP rates here, identifying a Jagex oopsie daisy and having it patched after. But for me, it still means 91 cooking plus a sizable woodcutting, fire making, fletching, and mining grind. So still not remotely easy. Corsair Cove, this is a nothing chunk, but it gets me closer to Ogre Shamans, which is cool, as I've never actually killed them. Pest Control, this is a classic minigame. Since I'd unlock both chunks with this one for the full minigame, this would be a huge chunk. I would need 75 fletching, and a lot of fire making and woodcutting of course, as well as 100 combat and the full void set. The end result would be awesome, but it's a huge task. A little on the fence here. Port Piscarilius, now a nothing chunk, but it used to be a 65 cooking grind. Now it's just a free boat ride that brings me closer to other interesting roles. So I'd like that. Also more clues. And something interesting to note is now this side of Kourend brings me closer to Forthos Dungeon, and it would bring me closer to the Kourend Catacombs. So a lot of interesting stuff, and there's a lot of major cities here. I think it could be really cool. Let's head back to Land's End area to the south and west woodland chunks. The south woodland chunk is a fletching, firemaking, and woodcutting grind, but also a staff and small magic grind. I wouldn't mind that, honestly. Also, after lamping to 9 Hunter, I could start training Hunter with the birds, and that'd be pretty useful. Above is another bone zone, but with moss giants, which are weaker than ice giants for sure. However, there's a staff, which would make the magic grind much easier than manual casting at Asgardia. Alright, now those are our options. Let's roll. Okay, here we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Please, something good, something good, something good. Come on. No way. Just kidding, it's I'm just teasing, it's Falador Farm. Before you all exit, I just wanted to let you know, I'll be keeping my private open when online, so feel free to message. And I'll be making World 394 my homeworld if you want to visit, say hi, or just keep me company. Super excited to explore in the next episode. Thanks for watching.